Good afternoon, welcome. Right. So today we are going to look at simultaneous linear equation. Right. That's what we are going to be talking about this afternoon. So when we hear simultaneous, what comes to our mind? Simultaneous has to do with two stuffs happening at the same time. When two things occur at the same time, it's said to be simultaneous. Simultaneous events are two events taking place at the same time. That's what we mean by simultaneous events. So when we talk about simultaneous equations, there are two equations that are being solved together, right? Where we have two unknowns that are being found. We find the two unknowns as a result of what? Solving a simultaneous equation, right? So I have something like this. Simultaneous linear equation is an equation containing two unknowns solved at the same time. Right? So can have x and y, can have t and x, whatever. So we have different ways of solving a simultaneous linear equation. Why it is linear is because the highest power of the unknown is still 1, right? The highest power of the unknown is still 1. I have x plus y equal to 5, and then maybe 2x plus 3y equal to 10, something like that. So these are two equations, and these two equations are solved at the same time. You have equation 1 and equation 2, right? So we have different ways of solving simultaneous equation. The first way is substitution method, right? We have a method called substitution method. So it's a way of solving a simultaneous linear equation. Second method we have is elimination. Elimination method. This elimination method is another method of solving simultaneous equation. So we have another one, which is a graphical method. You can make use of a graph to find the solutions of the values of the unknown for a simultaneous equation. Graphical method. We also have the matrix. That's another method, right? But we'll look at that now. So we'll basically be looking at these two basic methods, that the substitution method and the elimination method. Two basic methods are what we are going to be considering in the course of this tutorial. Alright, so let's look at some examples. We will make use of the two approaches, right? We have x minus 2y equals 4, and then 2x plus 5y equals to 17 is equation 2, right? So these are the two equations now. We have to find the value of x and then the value of y. So what are we going to do? So, solution. So let's get into it quickly. X minus 2y equal to 4, and then 2x plus 5y equal to 17. If I'm making a substitution method, what does substitution mean? Substitution means taking one value and putting it into something, right? Just like in a football match, right? Substitutes are there. What are those substitutes? Replacement, right? When one gets tired, you see a replacement for that one that has gotten tired. So that is what we are going to do here. And this is our equation 1 and this is our equation 2. I can make use of this equation 1 to do something here, I can generate equation 3 from this equation 1. That's I'm going to make x subject to the formula. I have x equal to, right, 4 minus 2y, move over to the right side, becomes what? Plus 2y. So this becomes my equation what? 3. I cannot make use of this in equation 2. Remember, I generated this from equation 1. From equation 1. Right? So there will be no need me putting this back into equation 1. Rather, I'll put it into what? Equation 2. So I'm going to have 2. X value is what? 4 plus 2y plus what? 5y equal to 17, right? So I open up the brackets. I'll have 2 times 4 is what? 8 plus what? 2 times 4. 2 times 2 is what? 4y plus 5y equal to what? 17, right? I'm going to have 8 plus 9y equal to what? 17. Now, this guy is having y, so it's going to stay alone. 9y equal to 17 minus what? 8. So 9y is equal to 9. Divide both sides by what? 9. So my y is equal to 1. So the value of y is what? 1. Divide both sides, right? 9 people share 9 things, they have 1, 1. So now, to get the value of x, what do? I can say let y be 1 in any of these 2 equations I have, or in any of the 3 equations. So I'm going to have, if I use the equation 3, I have x equal to 4 plus what? 2y, isn't it? So this will be equal to 4 plus 2. Y is what? 1. 4 plus 2 times 1 is what? 2. Right? So 4 plus 2 is what? 6. So that's it. That's it. That's how to crack that. Very, very simple. Very easy. Right? Okay. So if I still put y as 1 in equation 1, you notice that I'm going to still get the same value. X minus 2 times 1 equal to 4. So x is equal to, x minus 2 equal to 4. X will be equal to 4 minus 2 goes over plus 2. So it gives me 6, right? Then you have 2x plus 5, y is 1 equal to 17. So you have 2x plus what? 5 equal to 17. 2x will be equal to what? 17 minus what? 5. Right? 17 minus 5 is what? 12. So 2x is equal to 12. Divide both sides by 2. X is equal to what? 6. So you see that all of them, the both equations are what? Related. Although they are 2 different equations, but they are related. They have something in common. So that we're using one to find the other. So in that case, it's called simultaneous equation. Simultaneous equation. So that is it. So we find the value of x as 6 and the value of y as what? 1. X is equal to 6 and then y is equal to what? 1. For this equation. Very simple to crack, right? Not really that difficult. So let's use the elimination method and see what we're going to have. If I make use of elimination to solve it, what will be the result? If I use elimination method. So, and what does elimination method entails? What does elimination method entails for us? Okay, so we have x minus 2y equal to 4, right? And then 2x plus 5y equal to 17. So in these 2 equations now, if I'm to use elimination method, I'm going to make sure that I can be able to eliminate. Eliminate means to remove. Can be able to kill or remove either x or what? Y, right? So if I want to eliminate x, it means that I'm going to exchange their coefficients. I will exchange their coefficients. So I will have the same things, right? So if I'm going to exchange their coefficients, what's the coefficient of x here? 1. Coefficient of x here is what? 2. Right? Good. So I will use 2 to multiply everything here, and then use 1 to multiply everything here. So I'm going to get 2 times x is what? 2x, right? Minus what are you going to have? 2 times 2y. 2 times 2 is 4. Then you have y. 2 times 4 is what? 8. So 1 times 2x is 2x. 1 times plus 5y equal to what? 17. So what am I going to do? Minus, right? Minus eliminates, remove. So 2x minus 2x is what? 0. That's all we want. We have eliminated what? X, right? So minus 4y minus plus is what? Minus. Remember, this is going to affect here. Whenever you have minus outside, it will affect this. It will affect the second term. That's the second thing we are going to make use of. The second equation. Sorry. So minus 4y minus 5y will give you what? Minus 9y. Equal to what? 8 minus 17. 8 minus 17 will give you what? Minus 9. Right? Good. So we have, remember 8 minus 17 means I have 8 and I'm owing 17. If I give the 8 I have, I'll still be owing what? If I give the 8 I have, then I'll still be owing 9, right? So divide both sides by minus 9. Are we too fast? Am I too fast? So 0 minus 9y is what? Minus 9y equal to what? Minus 9. So divide both sides by minus 9. This cube takes 9 cube 9. So y will be equal to what? Minus minus cancel. So you have 1. So y is 1, right? So to get x, we'll just repeat the same thing. X minus 2. Y is 1 already. Equal to what? 4. So x minus 2 equal to 4. And then x is equal to 4 plus 2, which is what? 6. You don't have to do that. Hope that's clear. So that helps as well. So we have seen the two methods, the elimination and the what? Substitution method. You can use the both. Any of them you can use it to solve your equation. So you can crank this on your own. Use any of the methods. Minus 3y equals to 11, and then 2x plus 5y equal to what? 25. So use any of the methods. Try and crack this. See you in the next class.